What is up, guys? Rick Cacus here, and today we've got a bunch of brand spankin' new Destiny 2 news. Now that's because the Bungie Weekly update has just been released, detailing a bunch of new official information. And this week was a big one. We got new news about the upcoming Curse of Osiris Expansion. We've also got a lot of details about events happening within Destiny 2 itself. And so, let's get started, and we're going to start here with the big one. Upcoming information about Curse of Osiris. Well, Bungie announced that there's going to be three separate live streams. They're going to delve into a lot of detail about the content of Curse of Osiris. The first one, Stream 1, is called New Stories to Tell. It takes place at 11 a.m. Pacific, Wednesday, November 15th. Learn about the places you'll go, the characters you'll meet, and the enemies you'll fight. So seeing as this is the first stream, this is the introductory stream, talking about the new location of Mercury, talking about the basis of the storyline we're going to encounter in this expansion, and changes to the enemies that we're going to fight in this expansion. So that's what you can expect for the first one, but moving on, we have stream number 2, New Ways to Play. This takes place at 11 a.m. Pacific, Tuesday, November 21st. Watch us preview some of the new activities that will challenge you and your fire team. So this is a very exciting stream. If they have a completely new activity, something like the Archon's Forge or the Court of Oryx making its way into Destiny 2, this is where it will be unveiled. New strikes may also be unveiled here too, and changes to exploration and patrol activities as well. So there could be a lot going on with Stream 2. But moving on, Stream 3, New Gear to Earn, will end everything off at 11 a.m. Pacific, Wednesday, November 29th. Inspect the new inventories and see it all in action on a brand new Crucible map. So if there's brand new weapon designs, if there's potentially randomized weapon perks, if there's new mod slots, all of that stuff should be unveiled here. And so it's, again, potentially very exciting. We don't know exactly what's going to be unveiled, but it could be some very big stuff. Especially, I'm interested to see what they've done this time with new gear to earn, because lack of new gear to earn and substantial gear to earn has been a major complaint, so hopefully they've addressed it. So those are the 3 Curse of Osiris Bungie live streams, their dates, and what they're about. So if you want to know more about this upcoming expansion, those are the 3 times you're going to have to tune in to find out. I will of course be doing videos analyzing all of the information and background gameplay and like slight screenshots and anything unveiled in those streams as well if you do miss them. But moving on, it's time to talk about not what's upcoming with a new expansion, but rather what's upcoming to Destiny 2 itself. There's another faction rally happening next week. That's right, from November 7th to the 13th, there's going to be a faction rally available for all platforms, PC, Xbox, and PlayStation 4. Now quickly, for those of you who may not know, especially on the PC, Faction Rallies is an event where you choose a certain faction, Dead Orbit, New Monarchy, or Future War Cult, and then doing activities for that week, for example doing strikes or doing crucible matches or even public events, is going to get you faction tokens. You turn in these faction tokens to your chosen faction, you level up that vendor, he awards you gear just like leveling up pretty much any other vendor like Crucible or Vanguard, but at the end of the week, the faction that got the most overall tokens throughout the entire community will receive a special reward, because each of the different factions will have a different reward weapon. So if New Monarchy wins, everyone will get to buy New Monarchy's weapon for 50,000 Glimmer, or if you pledged to New Monarchy with a character, you can use that character to pick it up for a mere 1,000 Glimmer. Alright, now before we discuss the new vendor and prize weapons for this upcoming faction rally, we need to talk about some major changes made to the token collecting economy. For example, strikes now reward faction tokens from 5 to 9 faction tokens per completion. This is up from 3 to 7 last time. So strikes are a much more efficient way to get tokens in this upcoming faction rally. In addition, Nightfalls now reward 10 to 18 faction tokens on the first completion per character. Moving on from there, completing heroic public events now reward 5 faction tokens. This is down from 8 before. Destroying enemy resources no longer rewards faction tokens, so you won't be able to farm the lost sectors, unfortunately, like you were last time. And then lastly, opening lost sector chests now rewards 3 faction tokens for each fireteam member. So those changes have all been made. So moving on, let's take a look at the brand new faction rally weapons. Firstly, for New Monarchy, here they are. We have a sniper rifle, a scout rifle, a fully automatic sidearm, and then a hand cannon. Now guys, if you want to know the actual perks of these weapons, I did a video detailing the stats and perks of all of the faction weapons because they are available to look at in the database. Moving on from New Monarchy, we have Future War Cult. This faction rally, the vendor is going to feature a submachine gun, a grenade launcher, a pulse rifle, and then lastly, a sidearm. Now remember, these weapons are available from the vendor. When you level up, let's say Future War Cult, you can get 1 out of any 4 of those featured weapons. And then lastly, we have Dead Orbit. Their vendor is going to feature 2 very different scout rifles, a submachine gun, and an auto rifle. Now after that, we have the prize weapons. So the winning faction's prize weapon will be available, and the other 2 losing factions, you cannot get those weapons anywhere. So firstly, for New Monarchy, they have a sword as their prize weapon. That is definitely quite interesting. I think New Monarchy is going to get a lot of supporters because swords, they're just awesome. Moving on from there, Future War Cult has a fusion rifle. Fusion rifles are pretty amazing in PvP and not too shabby in PvE either. This is definitely something worth looking into. And then lastly, Dead Orbit gets a single shot grenade launcher. Now listen, Dead Orbit won last time, but guys, single shot grenade launchers are terrible. Do not pick Dead Orbit this time. Come on, you're gonna have to switch your loyalty. No one wants this, please. I'd rather have the sword or the fusion rifle by a mile. Okay, now moving on from there, the next thing we're going to talk about is the next Bungie Bounty. This is a community event where if you match with the featured content creator, you can get this very exclusive and elusive emblem. Now it's going to be featuring the content creator She Snaps. When? November 3rd, which is tomorrow, at 6 to 8 p.m. Pacific. The playlist is going to be quick play, and the console is going to be the Xbox One. And lastly, a few upkeep things. Remember that tomorrow, Trials of the Nine comes back after a hiatus due to a glitch for all platforms, including the PC. And in addition to that, something mentioned at the very end of the Bungie Weekly update was the relationship between Season 2 and Curse of Osiris. There's still a little confusion about how this will work. We already had a stream detailing seasons in Destiny 2 and some of the new content seasons would bring. For example, we're getting Season 2 Iron Banner gear, Season 2 Dawning gear, with the Dawning being the first free event essentially of Destiny 2. But how does this relate to the Curse of Osiris expansion? Well, at the end of the update, Deej says, new things to do are on the way. You have a roadmap of when we will be sharing some more details about Curse of Osiris and what else you can expect when Season 2 begins with it on December 5th. So there you have it. The Curse of Osiris and Season 2 seem to be pretty conjoined, with both of them launching at the same day, December 5th. Now, will you need the Curse of Osiris expansion to experience stuff like the Dawning? I don't exactly know just yet, but that's something that hopefully Bungie can clarify all of that stuff very soon. And so guys, that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed and found this informative. Now, if you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. And if you actually want to be notified of new uploads, be sure to press the bell beside subscribe. Now, if you guys want to support the channel and myself, check out the official merchandise linked in the description down below. And if you guys want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus. That's linked in the description down below, as is my Twitch channel, which you can also follow. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.